Hello and welcome to my music integration demo reel, using Wwise by Audiokinetic. My name is Kristina Markovic and I'm a music composer for video games. Today's presentation features an incredible masterpiece of a video game, Limbo. What I found so inspiring and challenging was that the game itself contains very little music, giving me the freedom and flexibility to not just replace the tracks in Wwise, but rather experiment with new ways of adding my own content to complement the existing audio assets. I was limited to the current game syncs, therefore I needed to devise a good plan for successfully composing and integrating my music. Music transitions are typically driven by the changes in game states. The majority of the music is placed in a switch container, which is made up of playlist containers that each correspond to a specific state. These containers are filled with music segments, which are made up of tracks designated to specific instrumentation groups. These groups often have variations. The tracks are therefore organized in step and random subtracks. The major rule in exploration mode is to transition at the same time as playing segment. This is because all the explore segments are actually parts of a larger musical piece. They are tempo synced and the layers are compatible. Speaking of layers, when the states change, additional layers are introduced into the arrangement, gradually increasing the intensity. Interestingly, the boss fight music layers are not tempo synced. There is a base layer on top of which additional layers are stacked, which are activated by the events, and some of them are also altered by the RTPC. To audition my results, I used Soundcaster as well as Profiler. Here I'm testing out my music transitions. I'm currently playing the playlist container that comes with M star falling enter both state. Now I'm going to change the state to M star falling enter wood. The music won't transition until the end of both playlist container. This is because I added a specific rule for transition between both and M star falling enter wood playlist containers. I've set up the exit source to exit queue, ensuring that the transition happens at the exact moment I want it to. And now, the profiler. To create the music for Limbo demo reel, I used Cubase as my DAW of choice, a variety of virtual instruments and digital plugins, as well as live recordings. I detuned my violin to D-flat minor chord, which allows me to play the arpeggio over open strings for greater sonority. I play a very subtle glissando from F-flat to F-natural by simply turning the fine-tuner screw. I then use Guitar X7 to process the recording. I intentionally bow the strings with a lot of pressure to achieve this ugly sound. Playing the tremolo on open strings allows them to ring quite heavily. I detune my violin quite much. The strings are loose and bent under the pressure of the bow. I then sampled the recordings using Pet Shop synthesizer. And I used a little bit of my voice talent. I processed the recordings by automating the pitch, reverb, and applying some delay. And now, the boss fight.